You took me away from my birthday to London, bitch. That wasn't for me. London was for you. We're in a restaurant taking pictures. My boyfriend hits me up and he's like, yo, who's taking a picture? Who's that third menu for on the table? I said, oh shit, Yandy. He's gonna think I'm cheating on him. He thinks I'm here with somebody. I'm like, Yandy, please, I gotta tell him. Don't tell him nothing. I don't want him in my business. So you want me to let him believe that I'm cheating on him? Home with Mendeecees is under wraps because he thinks you taking me away to London for my fucking birthday. All the while, you out here fucking this nigga and the nigga was fine. Don't get me wrong. I would've fucked him too.
Atlanta has always been Scandal City, but nothing came close to the firestorm swirling around Yandy Smith and Mendeecees Harris. For years, Yandy played the loyal wife, the glue holding it all together, while his name stayed stuck in gossip blogs. With every flavor of cheating rumor, she stood tall as the picture of endurance, the ride or die who defended her man even when the receipts screamed loud. But this time, the whispers weren't about him. They were about her. And when the first crack of truth slipped out, the whole love and hip-hop world froze. The betrayal didn't come from a stranger or a thirsty blogger. It came from the one person Yandy treated like family, her best friend and stylist, Bryant Jameson. His rant detonated like a bomb across social media. With a shaky voice and eyes blazing, he spilled the tea about a London trip that was sold as a celebration but was really a cover-up. According to Bryant, Yandy dragged him overseas, then snuck around with her secret man while he sat in hotel rooms listening to walls shake, lying to his own boyfriend, who thought he was the one cheating, when all along he was just covering for her. It wasn't just messy, it was humiliating. The betrayal hit harder because Bryant wasn't just doing her hair. He was her confidant, the one who guarded her secrets, defended her name, and rode through every storm by her side. So when he finally snapped and dragged her through the mud, fans couldn't look away. Something inside him snapped in public, and fans couldn't turn away. His rant was raw, soaked in pain and revenge. He blasted her as selfish, ungrateful, and cheap, even clowning her for not giving him his own room. You wicked, he sobbed through clenched teeth. You didn't even treat me with care. The internet looped it nonstop, dissecting every syllable. At first, people brushed it off as a messy spat between ex-friends. Maybe Bryant was bitter. Maybe he wanted clout. But then came the bombshell nobody saw coming. The man at the center of the storm, the alleged London lover, broke his silence. His name was Michael, a fitness trainer, and instead of shutting it down, he calmly confirmed it. In a short Instagram story, he revealed he had been with Yandy and not just once. He called it a season of time, took responsibility for his role, and signed off with, "Let's all move on." The composure of his confession cut deeper than Bryant's fury. If Bryant's rant was thunder, Michael's post was lightning quick, sharp, undeniable, and once the receipts matched, Bryant's rage exploded.
We ain't nothing but faggots in y'all eyes. The only thing y'all motherfuckers give about is the talents we got to make y'all bitches look pretty, do your hair, be your babysitter, be your cook. Y'all bitches don't give a fuck about us. Y'all talk about the gay community like I don't know what. And y'all bitches is the ones that's doing it too. Y'all motherfuckers is the one that's Atlanta is Sodom and Gomorrah. The way y'all bitches giving up before the hug, all these bitches cheat on their husband.
Michael's confession flipped the whole narrative, and suddenly the spotlight burned on Yandy. For years, she dodged whispers of cheating while protecting her family brand. But with the cameras rolling, there was no hiding on love and hip-hop. In a moment fans would replay endlessly, Yandy finally admitted she had built an emotional bond outside her marriage. Her voice cracked, her eyes glistened, but her words landed sharp. She had crossed the line. The reaction was instant. Mendeecees leaned back in his chair, face carved from stone, before delivering the line that shattered the room. "That's worse than cheating." The tone low, trembling with restrained fury, carried the sting of years' reverse betrayal. Gasps ripped through the audience. Cast members froze mid-breath. Fans at home swore they felt the chill bleeding through their screens. For once, the man who lived in scandal after scandal wasn't accused. He was the one gutted. But here's where it gets grimy. Mendeecees had been chased by infidelity rumors for years, DM leaks, flirty voice notes, alleged side chicks whispering their stories to blogs. He wore the reputation like a badge. Even recently, Tasha K claimed she had audio receipts of him creeping. Jasmine Blue accused him of sneaking around. And Sierra Gates swore she caught him out with a married woman named Angie. Alexis Sky cracked up on IG Live, spilling that Mendeecees Harris was bored with Yandy and apparently open to everything else. The list of rumors was long, loud, and messy. Through it all, Yandy mostly held the line, defending her marriage. But when her own slip hit, the double standard screamed louder than ever. Fans erupted. How dare he call it worse than cheating? When he's been caught so many times. Ego? Pride? Or just the sting of finally being on the receiving end? Whatever the reason, insiders say Mendeecees wasn't just hurt, he was humiliated. And humiliation, in Atlanta, breeds revenge. Enter Tamar Braxton. The whispers started small. Sightings of Mendeecees and Tamar at V12 Lounge, leaving together, cuddled up in corners. But after Tamar's recent health scare, waking up with missing teeth, a broken nose, and blood, the rumors turned darker. Some sources said Mendeecees was there that night. What started as a rebound flirtation spiraled reckless. Tamar might have been a coincidence, or for others, the ultimate payback pawn. And if revenge was the goal, Mendeecees made sure everyone knew it. He didn't let whispers about Yandy's secret boyfriend fade quietly. Instead, he amplified them, calling out her betrayal and letting the streets know he wouldn't forgive or forget. Atlanta. Blogs devoured it like wildfire. Was Tamar Braxton really just a rebound? Or was Mendeecees Harris rewriting his own scandal by dragging Yandy down with him? Fans were split. Some argued Yandy finally deserved to live for herself, to stop shielding a man who never shielded her. Others fired back. Betrayal is betrayal, and her emotional affair cut just as deep as his physical ones. Comments exploded with debates over double standards, loyalty, and the messy reality of modern love. One thing was crystal clear: the loyalty. War between Yandy and Mendeecees had escaped whispers and rumors. It was front page, on-camera chaos, spinning out of control. And if the rumors about Mendeecees and Tamar held water, this wasn't just a scandal, it was a full-blown war. The fallout from Yandy's tearful on-camera confession didn't just linger, it spread like wildfire across Atlanta. What was meant to be an emotional attempt to come clean became the ultimate weapon wielded by enemies, critics, and even her husband. For the first time, the woman long praised for loyalty was now painted as a betrayer. The timing made it brutal. Mendeecees, long accused of stepping out, finally held leverage he'd never had. To the world, payback season had officially begun. Inside the blogs, the tone was ruthless. Screenshots of Bryant Jameson's rants circulated non-stop, reposted by every gossip page. Every gossip page replayed it non-stop. Bryant's tear-soaked accusations of London hotel rooms, lies to his boyfriend, and ruthless betrayal spread like wildfire. Fans argued, was he exposing the truth, or just a bitter ex chasing clout? Then Michael, the alleged London lover, went public, admitting his involvement. And suddenly the debate shifted. No more guessing it had happened. Now the question wasn't whether Yandy cheated, but how far it went and who else knew. Things got messier when Mendeecees Harris stepped in. He didn't stay quiet. He didn't shield his wife's image. Every move looked deliberate. He pushed the story that Yandy had crossed an unforgivable line and did it loud. Whispers of him with Tamar Braxton gained weight. Atlanta insiders reported seeing them tucked in boots at V12 Lounge, leaning close, clearly aware of the eyes on them. To some, Tamar was just a rebound in the wrong place. To others, she was Mendeecees' weapon to punish Yandy in public. The irony wasn't lost on fans. For years, Yandy endured humiliation while woman after woman accused Mendeecees of cheating. Tasha K claimed she had voice notes of his late-night behavior. Jasmine Blue insisted she had proof of another woman lurking in the shadows. Alexis Sky laughed on IG Live, hinting he was bored and open to everything else. Even Sierra Gates claimed she caught Mendeecees Harris out with a married woman named Angie, photos in hand. Through all the chaos, Yandy stayed loyal, smiling in interviews, raising the kids, wearing the crown of devotion. But the moment she admitted an emotional connection outside her marriage, he flipped the script, labeling her unworthy. Fans couldn't ignore the hypocrisy. Social media erupted with debates about men who cheat freely yet collapse when their partners slip. Some argued his pride was wounded, not his heart. Others said Yandy should have walked away years ago instead of playing loyal soldier to a man who never had her back. The comments were brutal. She'd wasted her best years defending him. One post read one way, another fired back, cheating is cheating, she's no different. The divide was deep, fueling the chaos even further. Meanwhile, Bryant Jameson wasn't done. Fueled by attention and outrage, he was ready to drop even more receipts. Bryant Jameson dropped even more videos. In one, he accused Yandy of ruining his relationship by refusing to admit she booked hotels in his name. His boyfriend believed Bryant was the cheater, and when Yandy didn't clear him, he felt utterly betrayed. He called her manipulative, condescending, a liar, even mocking her appearance. Fans were torn between pity and disgust. Some argued he was oversharing out of spite. Others saw the raw pain as proof this wasn't clout chasing, it was revenge. Then came the receipts no one could ignore. Bryant posted London hotel photos, even tagged Michael, forcing him to go public. Screenshots, timestamps, and cryptic captions piled on Yandy's fragile image. Michael's confirmation sealed it. He admitted it wasn't a one-time slip but stretched over time. While bowing out respectfully, his statement became the final nail in Yandy's loyal wife reputation. By now, producers were salivating. Reality TV thrives on betrayal. This storyline had every ingredient: a loyal woman caught slipping, a husband notorious for cheating finally in the victim's seat, a bitter best friend airing dirty laundry, and a rebound with a superstar like Tamar. Braxton tangled in the chaos. Cameras rolled, edits tightened, and everyone knew the reunion episode would be explosive. Behind the scenes, insiders said tension in the Smith household was unbearable. Mendeecees Harris wasn't just angry, he was ice cold. The man who once leaned on Yandy's strength in public now weaponized his silence. He wanted her to feel the sting of betrayal the way he'd never allowed himself to feel. And by flaunting Tamar Braxton, whether serious or not, he made sure the world was watching. The cruelest twist: Tamar was fighting through one of the most traumatic nights of her life, waking up covered in blood, missing teeth, and with broken bones. She asked for prayers, admitted her physical and mental struggles, yet her name was dragged into this circus as the revenge rebound. Some fans called it cruel. Others said it was classic Atlanta drama: pain, scandal, and betrayal folded into one messy story. By now, whispers of Yandy's secret boyfriend had erupted into a loyalty war no one could escape. Bloggers debated if Mendeecees even had the right to be mad. Fans asked whether Yandy had sacrificed too much for a man who would never forgive. Cast members watched from the sidelines, waiting to pounce. And when cameras demanded answers, it was clear. This wasn't just about love anymore. It was about pride, image, survival. And the question reverberating across Atlanta was simple after years of defending him: would Yandy finally defend herself? By the time the story hit its third wave, by this wave, Yandy and Mendeecees Harris weren't just a scandalized couple, they had become the epicenter of an all-out Atlanta saga. The rumors, the receipts, the IG lives, the confessions, all of it fueled a storm so intense that even the quietest cast members couldn't resist diving in. What began as whispers about a London affair now stood as the ultimate reality TV test of loyalty, revenge, and survival. The reunion stage was electric from the first second. Fans felt it through the screen, shoulders stiff, eyes darting, producers bracing for the inevitable eruption. Yandy, elegant but visibly stressed, sat across from Mendeecees, whose silence had morphed into a weapon. It wasn't just about what was said, it was about what wasn't. The tension thickened with every unspoken word. When the first castmate muttered under their breath, the silence shattered. Erica Mena, never one to hold back, lit the fire. She demanded how Mendeecees could play victim when his name had been linked to more cheating scandals than anyone else on the show. "You done smashed half of Atlanta," she snapped, her voice slicing through the set like glass. "And now you want to play husband of the year, boy? Stop." The audience erupted, some clapping, some gasping as Mendeecees leaned forward, jaw tight. Before he could answer, Sierra Gates chimed in, reminding everyone she had seen him out with a married woman named Angie. Her calm delivery made it sting even more, dropping facts, not opinions. Yandy tried to intervene, her voice trembling as she begged them to stop attacking her husband. But the backlash hit immediately. Erica Rain jumped up, shouting across the stage that Yandy had been covering for him for years while he made a fool of her. "And now you want sympathy because you caught feelings for somebody else?" she yelled. The studio erupted with boos and cheers at the same time. Yandy's tears welled as she fired back, insisting she had been honest and never intended to hide in shame, but her voice was drowned in chaos. It was then that Brian Jameson re-entered, not physically, but through the screens. Producers queued up one of his latest videos, where he doubled down on his claims, calling Yandy manipulative, selfish, and a relationship wrecker. The clip ended with him shouting she was wicked and cheap. The look on Yandy's face when the lights returned was a haunting mix of pain, anger, and heartbreak. She muttered that this was a man she once called her brother, now dragging her publicly. But the loudest gasp came not from Brian's rant, it came when producers played a short Instagram story from Michael, the London fitness trainer. His calm voice cut through the chaos. "Yes, I was involved with Yandy Smith, and it wasn't just once." The crowd shrieked. Fans covered their mouths, and Mendeecees Harris finally broke his silence. "Silence. You embarrass me," he whispered. "Low, dangerous, ice cold. You embarrass my family. And for what? Some trainer?" His words sent shivers through the room. No screams, just cutting calm. What followed was the kind of meltdown reality TV dreams of. Castmates were shouting over each other. Alexis Sky smirked, reminding everyone she had already warned Yandy that Mendeecees Harris was cheating. Jessica White brought up her niece's dealings with him. Sierra Gates refused to back down. Even Spice, usually quick with shade, shook her head, muttering this was deeper than TV, it was raw pain on display. Then came the bombshell. A source close to production revealed Mendeecees Harris had been spending more time with Tamar Braxton off camera than anyone knew. Not just a one-night rebound, multiple sightings in hotel lobbies, late-night lounges, whispered moments that blurred into something more. When footage of them leaving a club together rolled across the reunion screens, the room exploded. Yandy buried her face in her hands as the audience gasped. Tamar's name was suddenly locked into this war. Irony stung hardest. The man who accused Yandy of betrayal was now using another woman, a vulnerable one, as a pawn in his revenge game. Fans online erupted in fury, demanding to know why Mendeecees Harris's actions didn't ignite the same firestorm as Yandy's. The hashtag double standard at L trended within hours, thousands debating who was guilty, who was the victim, and whether loyalty even existed in this marriage. By the reunion's end, one truth was undeniable. Yandy sat in silence, broken but oddly liberated. For years, she had carried the burden of defending a man who refused to defend her. Now, with every secret laid bare, the cracks couldn't be hidden. Mendeecees, still fuming, left the stage early, muttering he was done. Cameras followed him storming out, leaving Yandy in tears under the bright lights. The closing voiceover said it all. After years as the ride or die, the loyal wife, the guardian of the family image, Yandy Smith was finally at the heart of the storm she once shielded him from. And Mendeecees, his pride may have fueled revenge, but he might have lost the woman who carried him through scandal after scandal. The question lingered, one only Yandy could answer. After all the lies, betrayals, and heartbreak, was this the moment she finally chose herself? Or would she try to repair what was already shattered? In Atlanta, loyalty isn't just tested, it's weaponized. And this war between Yandy and Mendeecees had just rewritten the very meaning of love on love and hip-hop.